Welcome to my project presentation titled Shifting Mindsets, Exploring the Role of Citizens' Attitude in Nigeria's National Development. My name is Pascal Okoli Matthias. In this presentation, I'll give a general overview of project, general research problem and associations tested, data analysis methods, data test results, conclusion and recommendation. Nigeria is a West African country, popularly regarded as the giant of Africa. Nigeria, on the contrary, has yet to maintain economic progress as some other African nations. Its GDP keeps deteriorating each year. Before Nigeria's national election on the 25th of February 2023, discussions on cultural and ethnic differences increased. Such trivial issues should not be a priority discussion when deciding a country's future. However, history has it that Nigeria has had many ethnic and religious conflicts that affect the governance of the country. The quest of this research is to unravel the extent of contribution to the economic redundancy of Nigeria that religious, ethnic differences, and politics have. Some highlights from peer-reviewed articles on this topic are as follows. National development is tied to the extent of differences in religion and culture and how they play out in politics. Religious ethnic differences and politics have greatly affected national growth. The problems faced by Nigeria are caused by religion, ethnicity, and politics. My general research problem is the cause of the democratic and economic crisis of Nigeria attitude now. And the associations that I tested were the association between ethnicity and employment status. Also, association between attending a campaign rally and voting in an election. My data analysis included sample description, asking questions, taking appropriate test statistics, and then getting my results. The sample used for this research is 1,599 adult Nigerians. The data used was produced by Afrobarometer Round 8, released in 2021. A multi-stage random sampling technique was used. The sample represents responses from both rural and urban geographics from the 36 states in Nigeria. Employment was measured by the job status and willingness to work by Nigerian adults. Ethnicity was measured by language spoken by respondents. Voting in election was measured by self-response on whether a respondent voted in the most recent election. Political participation was measured by whether a respondent attended political rallies or not. For an inferential test, a chi-square test of independence was used to test the association between ethnicity and employability, with a null hypothesis of there is no association between ethnicity and employability, and an alternate hypothesis of there is an association between ethnicity and employability. A chi-square test of independence was also used to test the association between attending political rallies and voting in elections. Null hypothesis: there is no association between attending political rallies and voting in elections. Alternative hypothesis: there is an association between attending political rallies and voting in elections. The results from my test are as follows. A test statistics is a measure of the evidence in the data against the null hypothesis. When examining the association between ethnicity and employability, a chi-square test of independence revealed that the number of employed Nigerians was statistically dependent on the ethnic group they belonged to. When examining the association between attending a campaign rally and voting in elections, a chi-square test of independence revealed that voting in elections was statistically dependent on attending a political rally. This is evident in the p-value being less than 0.05 significance level. This research draws attention to two main lessons. 1. Employment is based on ethnicity in Nigeria. 2. Nigerians are not fully involved in the politics of Nigeria. The results to this research are statistically significant, but may not be practically significant due to an uneven distribution of ethnicity of respondents. However, these results can inform the policy around employment in Nigeria. Employment needs to be made on merit base, as it determines economic growth, thus the GDP. Also, Nigerians need to get more involved in deciding how their nation is run. This can be manifested in their involvement in political activities like rallies and voting during elections. For it is the leaders that they choose that are to move the nation forward with their policies. Limitations to this research may include a type 1 error, where we are not supposed to reject the null hypothesis, but we rejected the null hypothesis. Nevertheless, I suggest that for further research, every ethnic group in Nigeria should be well represented in the data.